Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. Earlier today, I published episode number 626 of the Idaho versus Kohberger podcast, which is available on multiple platforms, including right here on YouTube, which has what I believe is a very handy search engine so that you can plug in whatever topic you're interested in, such as change of venue or IgG DNA or arraignment or other topics of interest, and it will pull up the 5-minute or less episodes addressing that particular court filing or item on the case summary page. It will then give you some information on where you can go on the docket to find and to read that filing or that portion of the case summary page for yourself, which I continuously recommend that you do. Get your information about the case from the court records. In publishing that episode 626, I noted that the case summary page had an update as of May 5th, 2025, last time, that document maintained by the Clerk of Court to document all key events in the case from its inception back on December 29th, 2022, had a notation that there were court minutes that were taken down. So that tells us that the hearing that's noted just above, remote sealed at 11:30 a.m. before Judge Hippler, number one, happened. And number two, someone memorialized what happened to writing in court minutes, which unfortunately are also sealed from the public, like the purpose of this hearing and the hearing itself was. So unless Judge Hippler decides to unseal those documents, the court minutes, we're not going to be able to review them, unfortunately. What I wanted to do is to point out that this is not a transcript of the hearing. We read a transcript which was published earlier in 2025 after Judge Hippler ordered that a transcript from a closed, sealed hearing was to be released to the public. Court minutes do not look like a transcript. You see that a transcript is verbatim, word for word, everything that happened in the hearing. What the judge said, what one of the witnesses said, what the attorneys said, the time that the matter started, when breaks occurred, when things were back on the record, discussions between the court and the parties, when there wasn't a witness on the stand, and other information. Minutes are not that detailed, but yet they do provide a synopsis of what occurred. There are a couple of examples of court minutes that were published when this matter was in Latah County, including at Mr. Kohberger's arraignment, which was an open matter. You will see here that the minutes from that proceeding doesn't go verbatim, doesn't go into the detail that a transcript does. And it's unknown if there was a transcript of this hearing as well that happened May 5th, 2025, before Judge Hippler, but the minutes gives public access to information, a synopsis of what happened. I'm hoping that these minutes from the May 5th hearing will be published at some point. Perhaps there will be a court order that comes out. If anything was pending before the court, if this was on a motion that one of the parties filed, and that where argument was taken, and Judge Hippler rendered a ruling, either a proclamation from the bench like he did at the April 9th, 2025, in limine motions, some of them, he made verbal rulings, then memorialized them to writing later, or if this was a matter that he took under advisement, if this was a motion that was brought before the court yesterday, and that an order now needs to be submitted. Hopefully, if there is an order that comes out of that proceeding, it will be public. If it is, if one does appear in the records, we will, of course, notify you so that you can read it for yourself. If the minutes become published and become a part of the public record. We will similarly notify you as to what they say. At this time, yesterday's hearing continues to be a big question mark, leading to a lot of unnecessary speculation, in my opinion, that I give pursuant to the First Amendment, because the matter, the reason for convening the hearing has not been made public, is not a part of the public record, and it's led to all sorts of speculation as to what the purpose of the hearing was. If you have any comments, please leave them here. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you as always for joining us here today.